It is very queer that the unhappiness of the world is so often brought on by small men. I am young, I am 20 years old, yet I know nothing of life but despair, death, fear, and fatuous superficiality cast over an abyss of sorrow. I see how peoples are set against one another, and in silence, unknowingly, foolishly, obediently, innocently slay one another. We are not youth any longer. We don't want to take the world by storm. We are fleeing. We fly from ourselves. From our life. We were 18 and had begun to love life and the world, and we had to shoot it to pieces. We are forlorn like children, and experienced like old men. We are crude and sorrowful and superficial. I believe we are lost. This book is to be neither an accusation nor a confession, and least of all an adventure, for death is not an adventure to those who stand face to face with it. It will try simply to tell of a generation of men who, even though they may have escaped shells, were destroyed by the war. Keep things at arm's length. If you let anything come too near, you want to hold on to it. And there is nothing a man can hold on to. How senseless is everything that can ever be written, done, or thought, when such things are possible. It must be all lies and of no account when the culture of 1,000 years could not prevent this stream of blood being poured out, these torture chambers in their hundreds of thousands. A hospital alone shows what war is. Life is a disease, brother, and death begins already at birth. Every breath, every heartbeat, is a moment of dying, a little shove toward the end. That is the remarkable thing about drinking, it brings people together so quickly, but between night and morning it sets an interval again of years. We are little flames poorly sheltered by frail walls against the storm of dissolution and madness, in which we flicker and sometimes almost go out. We creep in upon ourselves and with big eyes stare into the night, and thus we wait for morning. Why do they never tell us that you are poor devils like us, that your mothers are just as anxious as ours, and that we have the same fear of death, and the same dying and the same agony? Forgive me, comrade, how could you be my enemy? To forget is the secret of eternal youth. One grows old only through memory. There's much too little forgetting. Sometimes I used to think that one day I should wake up, and all that had been would be over. Forgotten, sunk, drowned. Nothing was sure, not even memory. Never do anything complicated when something simple will serve as well. It's one of the most important secrets of living. The best way to lose a woman was to show her a kind of life that one could offer her for only a few days.